Well, today is Bicep Day. Um, I decided that I'm not going to upgrade the phone. I'm not going to buy the new one because as far as I see, it doesn't make any sense. It's going to put me on a very thin string. I'm going to be walking on a very thin layer of ice, money wise. So no, I'm not going to upgrade the phone, even though I already buy USB-C hub and SSD, and this is what they call, the economists call, the lost investment precision, I think, where, for example, this is easier when you, for example, when buying a car, that you went there, you have to use gasoline, your time. You went there to see the car, you spent a couple hours watching the car, seeing the car. Then maybe you, if you are wise, you have hired a guy to come and inspect the car for you. If you are not mechanically inclined, and if you are, you do it anyway, because having a second opinion. And if you are not working in mechanics, he can tell you that, yeah, even that car is easy to fix. The parts are very difficult to find. For example, with the phone, when you already mentalize yourself on, I'm going to spend this much on this phone to upgrade, not upgrade, to go a little bit high on the level, on the quality and everything. But you're going to be really tight money wise, and this is not giving me any kind of money. And the Mac that I just bought is a huge investment. So I think saving the money this year and maybe wait for the next one is going to be the wisest thing to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait, buy a couple of adapters from USB-C to Lightning, and hope the Lightning speeds are fast enough to film all of this in ProRes. Now I'm filming on regular high quality. No, that's ProRes, high quality Apple, whatever. Now it's in just mob. And sometimes you have to leave the throttle. You shouldn't go that far, and all of this went down just from these things. These tripods cost me €5 each. No, less than that, because the whole three cost me 12 euros, and this is just enough for what I needed. There are, obviously, you can spend 100 or 200 euros on tripods, and it's going to do the same work as this one right now that is holding a tiny light. It's hard when you realize that when your brain comes in and tell you stop, because it's not wise. What are you going to do? So yeah, better stop, think it twice. This works with everything. For example, if you have an old car, you have to see what is the best move, to buy another one or just keeping that repair one, keeping that repairing it, and just keep using it until the cost of repair is so higher that this doesn't make any sense. And then you throw the car and buy a Corolla, a hybrid, and it will last forever. So, once I said this, biceps day. Let's start with 30 kilos, 15 reps. Remember, if from the 10th reps, if the last reps are hard for you, just make one rep, take 2 seconds, another one, take 2 seconds. Also, if you are balancing very hard, going for forwards and backwards very fast from the balancing, better stop the inertia and restart again. So let's start. And there we have it, 15 reps, 30 kilos, first set. Very nice. Maybe I should go a little bit slower on the way down, but the first rep always feels super strange. So on the second one I will see how I do. Well, now this is the one that counts, and let's see how I've been doing it. Okay, there the way down was correct. This exercise always feels like the 7th, 8th is like the peak of the mountain, and then it flattens. On terms of not intensity of, when you feel okay, this is enough, and that's just the 7th rep, and you have to keep going. But the amount of intensity, does this peak at the 7th or 8th rep, and it flattens itself. It doesn't go higher the intensity. So let's keep going. Y le debe del otro mes y que pasó le debe 200 y 300, le debe 500 y ahora no sé 700. Amigos, ni nosotros y ahora me mandó un mensaje a veces ahora la tarifa mínima. Por si le quería dar clase a unos alemanes, pero tenía que hablar con alemanes. Los chicos te lo voy a decir. There you saw how I managed to stop in the 13th rep. the settings itself was hard um, to pull up. Then I just stop there, took a second, give another one, took a second, and give another one. And I think this is the way to stop, you know, to stop. I don't have blood in my brain now. I think I said it the last time where, if you have to try to not pump it. That is the word that I wanted to say in the clip before. You shouldn't pump the this movement from the bottom to the half, but from the half to the top. Where from here to here, you are not going to make as much force than from the bottom to the half. Or at least it will be mostly the same. And then be very conscious on going down slow, because in that way you are working 3/4 of the exercise instead of pumping, maybe pumping the first half and then just working the second half down. It's better to use all your strength to go to half, and from half, yeah, you can help it with your body, and then put yourself not put yourself no relocate yourself and then go down slowly. But let's see it will be easier than explain it. So
Mañana, ahora si me mandan mensaje, igual que las clases han aumentado. No.
and there, I know that in the clip maybe looks like I'm going super fast, but believe me, I don't go that fast. For example, if you go fast on the bicep curl, you will feel it immediately on your elbows. And well, I think with any of these exercise, if you drop the weight too fast, you're going to feel it on your elbows. So let's keep going. here in the last one, it was very getting a lot harder to just even move the weight, and I end up moving my shoulder a little bit. But so far, I think these were only the last two, so not bad. Now the 20 kilos with the straight bar bicep curl. Well, now bicep curl with 20 kilos, a straight bar, and in this one, I think isolates a lot more the biceps, where with the wide angle set bar, I feel like the chest is a little bit more involved, maybe a little bit the head of your shoulders. It's for me it's a more comfortable position. Meanwhile, with the straight bar, it's not that comfortable. I usually have to reallocate my right hand because I place it wrong, and if you place wrong, no matter which hand, if you place them wrong, and you do one with one rep, you're already going to feel here like you are doing wrong the exercise. You will feel like this side of your elbow is working wrong. So 15 reps. Let's see if I can pull up, if I can pull it out. No, if I can make it better. Yeah, feels completely, like a new exercise. Like I didn't even do any other two exercise. I feel this definitely involves more the forearm. Yeah, the forearm isolates a lot more the bicep, because you have to work it, perfectly straight. You are not working, like this. You have to put your hands completely flat, facing the sky, instead of being more comfortable. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit shorter rest. And I don't know if that is making a change today, or maybe I just a little bit more hype it out. I don't know what's the how's the expression. I'm more motivated today, maybe because of the reels, and actually I think I'm going to make one for Instagram and for TikTok when I collect the laptop, because in this one is I don't want to even open DaVinci Resolve on the MacBook Air. Anyway, let's keep up. Well, I just saw there the straight bar works your biceps on a different way than the previous two exercises. You have to be very careful on where you place your hand. I mean, I feel more comfortable working like this. If you see my shoulders and where my hands end, it's much wider than my shoulders. If I do one rep with my hand like in front of my shoulder, I feel a pain immediately here. So watch for that because that's not normal, and you could you could fucked up your elbow. Now, 20 kilos, narrow grip, and you know, with 4 exercises at 4 sets is more than enough. Doing it at the intensity that requires. But I think I'm going to do the next one, the 21 Bicep Curl, as a finisher more than a useful exercise. You know, with that one, I don't expect to develop anything really more than, you know, end the training with any reminder of energy on my biceps. But I don't expect, you know, a huge growth by doing that. That's why I do all of this first. And now, narrow grip, set bar, 20 kilos. Remember, with your elbows on the side. Don't do this. There is a bench specifically to do this exercise. We are not doing this. We are doing this one here, down here. I've been doing this one for a long time, and you know, when you are exhausted and in this movement is where you really hold your elbows, and by doing this one I feel the exact same level of exhaustion, and I didn't feel like I'm missing anything. So let's do it. In this one, going from down here to here is much easier. You only have to, you know, tight your elbows against your chest and harden your belly and your chest, and you know, harden everything. It will go up really easily, even though if your elbows are a little bit tired. Well, now, well, there you saw that how easy is to pull up the weight just by pressing your whole body. And I feel like I was pumping a little bit, but as 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 far as I felt there. The way down is impossible to pump. You cannot fake that. You have to go slow. In the way up, trying to go as hard as you can. I think that will be enough. Now, for the finisher, 4 reps of 12.5 kilos with a set bar of 21 bicep curls. So, with the wide angle. Here, always the first one is the easiest one, or maybe it felt easy for the grip, for the bar, because in the straight it feels more challenging. But let's keep going. Oh, well, today, I felt super nice doing biceps. I mean, I think it's my biggest pump ever, maybe. I don't know if you can tell. But I can tell definitely today I feel super nice. And you know using this t-shirt and seeing how being able to use this t-shirt, if you look, you see, and from here is super tight and here is super saggy and everything. And yeah, today, workout wise, I think is the best that I have in a long time. So I'm going to leave it there. The best training ever, and I want to talk again about, you know, that perceived investment lost. I don't know if it's the real term there, but if you um, make an upfront investment when buying a car, a house, or in my case a phone, and you do an initial investment, maybe bring a technician to see the house, how it is, or the car and everything, but that thing that you want to buy doesn't fit your necessities right now, don't fall for it. I mean, I was uh, I was about to assume really, if I bought the iPhone 16 Pro Max, I will assume that for the rest of the year I was going to be on a very thin string of budget, and I don't want to be in that situation, and I'm not going. That's why I'm not going to buy the new uh, the new phone, even though I already bought the SSD and the USB-C hub. I'm going to still be able to use that hub with this phone. So I only need to buy a cheap adapter to use that USB hub. I need the adapter from female USB-C to Lightning, and you know that how much is it? Maybe if you buy the best of the best, it will cost you 20 euros, and it's a super high quantity for a cable that is going to be this long. But the other thing is buying a phone that costs 1200 1300 euros, for what? To have just that much better quality on a YouTube video, that I'm sure that if the SSD drive can work with this phone, with the Lightning port, and I'm able to film on ProRes, and I did that video on the MacBook Pro that I just bought. That is going to be enough improvement to wait 1 year, or even two more years. You know, to even wait 2 more years to buy a new phone, because I'm really happy with this one, the battery, everything. And the only thing that really bothered me was the Lightning port and low the low storage, but the storage is not that much if I'm able to use an external SSD. So, and this is with everything. If you have been saving money to buy that your dream sports car, and happens that month, if you buy that car right now, you are going to be on a very very low, on a very tight budget for the rest of the year. You shouldn't do it. And this happen with if you ask for a loan to your bank, and the payments are going to make you be on a very tight budget. It's the same deal. I will wait 1 more year for being in a better position to buy that. If you are a car guy, that feeling is horrible. Having the money to buy the car that you wanted, and you can do it, because you know that if you buy that, you probably can maintain the car properly as we want. And especially if you are like me, that like 20 20 plus year old cars that needs lots of preventative maintenance. You don't know what the previous owner have done to that car. If it's a BMW, you are going to spend crazy amounts of money just to make the car fine, and from there, yeah, the cost it will be lower because you refurbish everything. But you know you have to be very mindful on your future and be very careful. It happens with the houses too. Maybe the house that you want is in your perfect neighbor, close to your work, close to the center of the city or whatever, or very well connected. But the house is a piece of junk. You know that the moment that you enter there, you have to refurbish everything or rebuild the whole house, and that is going to be a pain to live in. Sometimes it's better just to wait and look at the thing with more distance. For example, I feel a lot of an anxiety when I see this Corvette C3 cell on Auto Scout. Those cost perfectly well maintained, 360 horsepower, perfectly maintained, perfect paint, perfect everything, and they just got sold because I can't buy it right now, and that's a pain to do. But just remember how old is the C3 Corvette. Is 60 years old now. How many times will be that car again on sale? There's how many of them they made, and even then, if you can't buy the 68 Corvette, the last facelift of the car that had the worst engines, those worst engines are easy to convert onto 300 horsepower cars, with a relatively easy budget, if you know what you're doing. Are relatively easy to remove all the smog, trash, those double carburetors that are completely useless because they are like this, instead of a big holy carburetors, and that's with everything. If you know that you are going to be on a really thin budget for the rest of the year or for the rest of the payment of that thing that you want to buy, don't do it. Just don't do it. Now I'm going to be with the payment on the MacBook Pro. I'm going to be on a thin budget, but I have enough caution. No, enough savings for if anything happens to me. The laptop is almost paid. I have to be managed to not die until I think Christmas to have the whole. It cost me 4,000 euros, I think, or see, yeah, 4,000 euros before Christmas. If I manage to not die before that time, and from there anything happened to me, my mom can take that money, pay the laptop, and pay the loan and sell the laptop and regain some of that money. Quite a lot. I think it's going to recover 90 to 95% of the payment, but of the sell. But you know what I mean. If you have, let's say, 5,000 on savings and you want to buy that perfect C3 Corvette that costs you 25,000, and the payments you want to be at 500 a month, and you are making let's say 1,500 a month, and your house payments is 600, you are going to run a very low budget to maintain the car, to maintain yourself, and if you have a C3 Corvette, you want to go and show it to your friends, you want to do trips with the car, and all cars need a lot of things, and the better thing to do is do it all of that at once, but that means a lot of money up front. So it's better to save those 5,000 onto the next year to make, I don't know, let's say between 7.5, 9,500, and from there is where you can see, you can start thinking again on, okay, I can buy the car, maybe I can do all the things that I wanted to do to refurbish the whole engine at least, and engine and transmission and the wheel hubs and the real differential and everything. But if I just go for walks and I go easy on the car, then next year I'm going to be able to do all of that. Or maybe you wait 2 years where you are at 12 and a half, 14 and a half, and there is when you can buy the car on a loan, comfortable, do a bunch of things on the car to for the car to be like new. You know how this works. I mean, I don't know how well. From the YouTube statistics, I know most of you are from 20 to 46. So from the 30 to 46 spectrum, you all know that if you have a tight budget, it's better to wait 1 or 2 years to have more savings and buy that thing that you wanted forever, with a peace of mind that if something happened to you, it's going to be almost paid, or if something happens, you can sell the thing, and you are not going to lose all that much money, and you are not going to pinch your fingers on payments or anything. So be very mindful of that. It doesn't matter how much you have invested already on a thing, if that thing is going to absolutely broke you. So I will see you tomorrow with back. Bye.